Yeah, man. Y'all already know what that is. Y'all already know what that is. Yeah.
Big eats. We are eating good at the blue, blue, blue.
Got my man Josh in here. You know what
it is. What you call it?
It's Bust Down Blues.
The Bust Down Blue.
Hold that crab up. That Bust Down Blue right there. Show what time it is. You see that?
Woo!
You see that? You feel me?
The big boys too.
That corn with that seasoning on that baby. You feel me?
What's
Good
up?
God, on my all that butter and the seat man on that thing.
What's up?
Good God,
What's up, Papa Bear? I just can't wait for the butter, you know, still in camp. But the food was bomb. I ate all of my little crab legs, and the meat was fatty and was good. I'm cleaning up right now. It was bomb. I ate, when I picked.
All right, so let me get this straight. The internet has been in full meltdown mode for DIYS drama flying left and right. People arguing like it's the finals of the most toxic reality show ever created. And then, suddenly, boom, Chrisean pops out after Sunday church service looking calm, glowing. And wait for it, Unbothered. Like ma'am, the timeline is on fire and you're out here living like it's a peaceful brunch commercial. The audacity is almost impressive. Because tell me why. After all the chaos, all the headlines, all the what's really going on. Energy. She steps out with her family looking like they just walked out of a feel-good movie. Smiles, good. Food, relaxed vibes. It was giving nothing to see here while the internet is screaming. Nitrogen monoxide? We have questions. The disconnect? Absolutely insane. And you already know social media didn't take that lightly. Oh no. They zoomed in, screenshotted, analyzed, replayed like they were trying to find hidden clues in a Marvel post-credit scene. Because when someone looks too calm in the middle of chaos, people start side-eyeing everything. Like, wait, how are you this unbothered? What do you know that we don't? Or better yet, what are you ignoring on purpose? But here's where it gets even crazier. Because this wasn't just a simple family outing. Oh no, the timing of it all. Suspicious, the energy almost strategic, and the reactions completely divided. Some people were like, good for her, she's living her life. Others were like, hold on, this feels like a distraction. And just like that, a peaceful Sunday moment turned into a full-blown debate. And don't even get me started on the visuals. Because when the clips started circulating, yeah, that's when the internet really lost it. People pointing out every detail, what she wore, how she moved, who was around her. Like it was evidence in a case nobody officially filed, but everybody was invested in. So now the question isn't just why is she unbothered? It's should she be? Because what people started noticing next, yeah, that changed the entire vibe. Alright, let's really break this down from the beginning. Because this peaceful Sunday outing didn't just land randomly on their timeline like a cute family moment. Oh no, this dropped right in the middle of ongoing chaos. And that's exactly why people couldn't ignore it. Timing is everything, and this timing had people raising eyebrows before they even pressed play. Now if you've been paying attention, you already know the past few days have been anything but quiet. Conversations, debates, messy back and forths. The internet has been busy. Everybody's got an opinion, everybody's picking sides, and nobody is staying neutral for long. It's been giving non-stop reality show energy, where every episode somehow tops the last one. And right in the middle of all that noise, here comes Chrisean, stepping out of church like she just walked out of a completely different storyline. Calm face, relaxed body language, surrounded by family. Heading to eat like nothing in the world could possibly be bothering her. It was giving Sunday reset. But the internet, oh, they were not in reset mode. They were still in full chaos. At first glance, it looked wholesome. People were like, okay, she's with her family. She's taking a break. She's focusing on what matters. And for a split second, it almost felt like a normal moment. But that feeling didn't last long, because once the clips started spreading, people started looking closer. And I mean closer. Because you already know how social media operates, nobody just watches anymore. They analyze, they zoom in, they pause at specific frames like they're trying to catch something slipping. And suddenly, what looked like a simple outing started turning into a full investigation. People were pointing out her expressions, her energy, even the way she interacted with the people around her. Some were saying she looked genuinely happy, like she was blocking out the noise and choosing peace. Others, they were not convinced. They were like, that's not peace, that's avoidance. And just like that, the narrative split in two, one side calling it growth, the other side calling it a distraction. And then came the commentary. Because once people start talking, they don't stop. You had fans defending her hard, saying she deserves to live her life, that she doesn't owe the internet constant explanations, that not every moment has to be about drama. But then you had critics saying the exact opposite, that the timing felt off, that it looked too convenient, like she was trying to shift the focus without addressing what people were already talking about. But here's where it gets even more layered. Because it wasn't just about her being out with family. It was about how she was out, the confidence, the calmness, the complete lack of visible stress. That's what really got people talking. Because let's be honest, when someone is in the middle of controversy, you expect at least a little tension, a little reaction, something. But this was giving full unbothered queen energy and that kind of composure. It doesn't always sit right with people watching from the outside, because now they're wondering, is she really unaffected, or is she just really good at hiding it? And of course, once that question gets introduced, it spreads fast. Threads start forming, comments start piling up. People start connecting this moment to everything else that's been happening. It's no longer just a church outing. It's now part of a bigger narrative. Then come the comparisons. Oh yeah, the internet loves a good comparison. People started bringing up past moments, old situations, previous reactions, trying to find patterns. She did this before. This looks familiar. Why does this feel the same? It was like everybody suddenly became a storyline analyst, trying to predict what this moment actually means. Meanwhile, the visuals kept circulating, clips reposted, slowed down, zoomed in, captioned with dramatic text like it's the trailer for an upcoming episode. And with every repost, the narrative got louder, messier, more complicated. Because once a moment goes viral, it doesn't stay simple. And through all of this, Chrisean remains the same, calm, composed, moving like none of it is affecting her. And that consistency, it's either impressive or suspicious, depending on who you ask. Because now, people aren't just reacting to what they see, they're reacting to what they think it means, and those interpretations, completely different depending on which side you're on. But just when it feels like this is only about her energy and her timing, something else starts getting attention. Something small at first, but noticeable enough to spark a whole new wave of questions. And trust me, that's when this situation stops being just a peaceful outing and starts turning into something much deeper. And just like that, what started as a simple post-church family outing turns into a full-blown internet investigation that nobody asked for. But everybody is suddenly qualified to lead, because the moment people started noticing those small details, oh yeah, the calm narrative, gone, replaced with speculation, theories, and enough overthinking to power an entire conspiracy channel. Now, let's talk about the clips again, because that's where everything really exploded. People weren't just watching anymore, they were studying, frame by frame, pause by pause, like they were decoding a secret message hidden in plain sight. Did you see that look? Why did she react like that? Wait, rewind that part. It was giving Marvel fans trying to connect a multiverse storyline, except this time, it's real people, real drama, and zero confirmed answers. And then came the slow motion edits. Oh yes, the internet loves a dramatic slow zoom. Suddenly, ordinary gestures started looking suspicious. A smile became forced. A laugh became deflecting. Even the way she walked, analyzed like it meant something deeper. And once that narrative starts, it spreads like wildfire. Because now people aren't just watching, they're interpreting. Meanwhile, TikTok turned into a full commentary arena. You've got creators popping up with breakdowns like they're presenting a thesis. Here's why this moment matters. Let me explain what nobody else is seeing. This is bigger than you think, and somehow every explanation sounds convincing, even when they completely contradict each other. Because logic optional, drama mandatory. Twitter, or should we say X, was even worse. Threads popping up with bold claims, timelines being created out of thin air, people connecting dots that weren't even on the same page, and the replies, oh, pure chaos. People arguing like they're defending a championship title, nobody agreeing, everybody loud, and somehow the confusion just keeps growing. And don't even get me started on the memes, because once the memes hit, that's when you know the situation has officially entered entertainment territory. People comparing the whole thing to WWE, like Chrisean just walked into the ring smiling while the crowd is screaming, "We know something." Others saying it's giving Kardashian-level distraction tactics, like when drama is brewing. Suddenly there's a whole new storyline to shift attention. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. The narrative starts flipping again, because now some people are stepping back and saying, hold on, what if we're overthinking this? And just like that, a new perspective enters the chat. Maybe she's just living her life. Maybe she's choosing peace. Maybe not every moment needs to be tied to drama. And suddenly, the internet splits again. One side doubling down, saying, no, something is off. The other side pushing back, saying, y'all are reaching at this point, and dislike that we've got two completely different storylines playing out at the same time. Same clips, totally different interpretations. But the contradictions, oh, they start stacking up fast. Because if she's truly unbothered, why does the timing feel so perfect? And if it's just a normal outing, why does it feel like it's happening right when the noise is at its loudest? Questions start piling up, and answers nowhere to be found. Then come the insiders. You already know the type. Random accounts claiming they've got behind-the-scenes info, dropping vague hints like they're part of some secret circle. There's more going on. Y'all don't even know the half of it. And of course, people eat it up instantly, because mystery, that's the internet's favorite flavor. Now the conversation isn't just about what we saw. It's about what we didn't see, what's happening behind closed doors, what's being left out, what's the real story. And once those questions enter the chat, there's no going back. At this point, it doesn't even feel like a single moment anymore. It feels like a storyline with multiple layers, multiple interpretations, and zero clear direction. And the craziest part, everybody thinks they've figured it out. Meanwhile, Chrisean, still moving the same, calm, unbothered, consistent, and that consistency. It's either the strongest statement she could make, or the biggest mystery in the entire situation. Because now people aren't just reacting to what she's doing, they're reacting to what she's not doing. No explanation, no breakdown, no addressing the noise. Just silence and vibes, and that kind of response. Oh, it drives the internet crazy. Because when there's no answer, people create their own. And just when it feels like the chaos has reached its peak, something shifts again, not loud. Not obvious, but enough to make people pause. A new angle, a different reaction, something subtle, but powerful enough to flip the conversation one more time. Because what happens next, that's when the entire narrative starts changing again. And just like that, the entire vibe shifts again. Not in a loud, explosive way this time. No screaming headlines, no sudden viral clip flipping everything upside down. Nah, this shift, it's quiet, Subtle, the kind that creeps in slowly but changes everything once you notice it. Because now, the chaos isn't just about what happened. It's about how people feel about what happened. The internet starts getting tired, not bored, just overwhelmed. Because at some point, when a story keeps twisting and turning without clear answers, people stop trying to figure it out and start reacting emotionally instead. And that's exactly what's happening here. You've got people who were once loud and opinionated now stepping back like, you know what? I'm done trying to decode this. But don't get it twisted. Just because some people are stepping back doesn't mean the conversation is slowly down. Oh no, it's just changing form. Because now, instead of loud debates, you're getting quiet conclusions, people making up their minds without announcing it, picking sides internally, deciding what they believe, and moving differently from that point on. Carlos's earlier energy still lingering in the background like a storm that hasn't fully passed. That apology mixed with confrontation left a mark, whether people admit it or not. Because now, every action, every moment, every appearance gets filtered through that lens. Was it real? Was it strategic? Was it emotional? Nobody agrees, but everybody remembers. And Chrisean, still doing what she's been doing this whole time, moving like none of this is touching her. And at this point, that consistency has become the biggest statement of all, because now people are asking a different question. Not why is she unbothered, but how is she still unbothered? That's a different kind of curiosity. Less judgment, more intrigue. Because staying calm through chaos, that's either strength or something deeper that people can't quite put their finger on. And the more she maintains that energy, the more it pulls attention instead of pushing it away. Then come the ripple effects. Because situations like this don't just affect one moment, they influence everything that comes after. Relationships get viewed differently, interactions feel more loaded. Even future posts, future appearances, all of it gets analyzed with this situation in mind. It's like the storyline doesn't end, it just carries over into the next episode. And let's talk about the audience for a second, because they've changed too. The ones who were loud at the beginning, some are quieter now. The ones who were unsure, they've formed opinions. And the ones who were just watching, oh, they're still watching, but now with a sharper eye. Because once you've seen how quickly narratives can shift, you stop taking things at face value. But here's where things get really interesting. Because just when it feels like everything is settling in to this new, quieter phase, something unexpected happens. Not a major reveal, not a dramatic confrontation, just a moment, small, almost easy to miss, but powerful enough to spark conversation all over again. And suddenly, the calm isn't so calm anymore, because now people are revisiting everything with fresh perspective, replaying clips, reconsidering opinions, questioning conclusions they thought were final. It's like the story refuses to stay still, constantly pulling itself back into the spotlight just when you think it's fading. And that's when it hits you. This was never just about a church outing. That was just the surface, the real story. It's about perception, timing, reactions, and the way the internet turns moments into narratives bigger than the people involved. Reputations haven't fully collapsed, but they've shifted. Trust hasn't completely broken, but it's been questioned, and clarity still nowhere to be found, because every answer seems to open the door to more questions. And every conclusion feels temporary. So now we're left in this space where nothing is fully resolved, but everything has changed, and that's the most unpredictable place to be, because from here, the story could go anywhere. Calm resolution, or another explosion of chaos. And based on everything we've seen so far, yeah, don't be surprised if the next chapter hits even harder. Now let's be real for a second. If you made it all the way through this roller coaster, you're officially locked into the madness whether you like it or not. Because this wasn't just a cute Sunday moment. No, this turned into a full-blown storyline with plot twists, confusion, and enough internet chaos to last a whole season. And you already know, stories like this don't just end. They reload. So don't sit there acting surprised when the next clip drops, the next reaction goes viral, or somebody suddenly decides to clear everything up and somehow makes it even messier. Because that's how this game works. One calm moment, then boom, the timeline is screaming again like nothing ever cooled down. Now I need to hear from you. And don't play quiet either. Do you think Chrisean is really just living her life, unbothered and moving on? Or do you feel like something deeper is going on behind the scenes that nobody is fully addressing yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because let's be honest, that comment section is about to be a full-on battlefield. And I already know y'all are coming with opinions loaded. And listen, if you enjoy staying ahead of the drama before it explodes, go ahead and smash that like button like it owes you money. Don't tap it gently. Don't think about it. Smash it. Because that tells us you want more of this raw, unfiltered, no holding back breakdowns delivered straight to your screen. Make sure you hit that subscribe button too. Because missing the next update, yeah, that's not an option. This story is still unfolding, and when the next twist hits, and trust me, it will, you're gonna want front row seats, not secondhand info from somebody else's page. Stay tapped in so you never miss a single second of the chaos. Stay curious, stay messy, and stay ready. This is Fame Flaws, where the drama never takes a day off.